What's up, everybody? Today we're gonna try a new wicked cool treat at the Dunkin. Look at this. I'm gonna put it right here in the sunlight. See if you can see it. It's trying to fade out. It says "Wicked for Good." The new Wicked movie is gonna be coming out. I'll be honest, guys. I don't want to seem like a poser. I've never seen the first one. I seen The Wizard of Oz back in the day, and I know this was a Broadway, but this was famous, but now it's become even more famous because they've made it into a movie adaptation with some famous cast. But I'm excited to try this. I have some coworkers that I've mentioned before, and they were laughing because they said, we got a shout out. They love the movie Wicked, right? They love it. They do this watch party with it. I actually seen a lot of stuff at Five Below. I did the Gremlins video. Not sure which one I'm gonna release before that. You know me. But there was a lot of Wicked stuff and like that. And I like music. I need to watch stuff, but I'm weird. When something's really popular, I kind of disdain it. In a way, I kind of don't like. I'm kind of weird like that because I'm just like, if something's really popular and everybody's like, you should watch it, that makes me not want to watch it. I kind of don't want to be like the crowd, the it crowd. I've never been really part of that. And so just like I'm wearing a green, it's not the Kelly green. The Kelly green will look more like it, but the Wicked, they have the green and the Wicked Witch and all the story of that. But yeah, it used to be a musical and everybody. I like some musicals. My grandma, she's like, it's all that singing and stuff. I like Grease. That's like Hairspray, those kind of musicals. But yeah, everybody's talking about it. It's really popular. But I've tried the different Dunkin' buckets, the Halloween ones. But yeah, one day they came in and somebody had this, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool tin. They said it's only $10. You get like 10 Munchkins. The next day, another one of them brought it in. I was like, they love Dunkin' anyways and the drinks. And I like some Dunkin'. I didn't get a drink today. I got me a free Baja Blast, which is green as well. Right now the Eagles are playing. I would rather watch, no, the Eagles aren't playing right now. The Panthers are playing, and I'm gonna watch the Panthers today, and then Eagles play on Monday night, so I get to watch both my teams play. But yeah, here's some little Kelly green right there, some green action going on. I'd rather be watching football is what I'm getting at than probably watching Wicked. But when I think of Wicked, I think of Wicked Sick, Adam Sandler, saying that. But anyways, I love the tin can. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to watch it. You got the pink and the green, you got but yeah, they love it. And I need to get me a drink, like I said, from Dunkin', but to go to coffee but I've already had my coffee today. But I wanted to show you these. So I didn't know on the mobile app we just ordered, and I think they had ran out, but I think you can get all of these, the Wicked. So I just ordered some extra. So I think they threw in extra anyways, because we ate a couple of these. This is not 10, but of these regular ones, well, the variety, you got the different ones, and then see like that. But anyways, we wanted to try the Wicked, so I bought extra of the Wicked Munchkins. Wicked Sick, because I want to try it. So it's like pink and green sprinkles. Mom don't like sprinkles, so she might not like it, but I'm gonna try it out. Tastes like a Munchkin with sprinkles. Tastes wicked sick, man. Wicked cool. I think of Mr. Deeds, Adam Sandler. Everything's wicked, Oh, that's wicked cool, man. I don't think much people say that anymore, But this is an awesome can. It's a collectible, especially if you love the movie Wicked. It says certification made in Oz. Wow. So with everything, where was this made? Was it made in the USA? Made in China? This tells you right here it was made in Oz, okay? We're not in Kansas anymore, right? We're in I think Michael Jackson was in a different, like a singing of the Wizard of Oz. There was a version of that. I remember vaguely watching some of it on Thanksgiving, and they've made so many different adaptations, and of course the original Wizard of Oz and Judy Garland and all that stuff. But this is the Broadway, the singing, the Wicked. It's became famous. At Dunkin' you don't get grande of stuff. That's Starbucks, but I guess you do get grande now. I thought that was funny because Ariana Grande plays in Wicked Grande. The jokes don't get no better. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Anyways, guys, time for me to go watch something I know a little more about. I love singing there, but you know, I don't know much about Oz. We're not in Kansas anymore, you know, Toto. I love playing the Wizard of Oz arcade game. I do know that. So I ain't going to be one of those posers that tells you, you know, I'm a fan of something and they know. I'm a fan of food. I'm a fan of new stuff coming out. And this might inspire me. I do like to, I'm open to watching. So they keep telling me to go watch it. And they keep telling me, you love rap and music. You need to watch Hamilton and stuff and get into the Broadway. So I will have to watch it. I will see what the hype is about. But usually I wait till the hype dies down. Then I watch it and I'm like, oh, wow, this is super cool. And everybody's like, oh, you're late. That's 2000 and late, man. That's years ago. And I'm like, yeah. Same with my football teams, you know, like the Panthers, Eagles, or you know, hockey, Carolina Hurricanes. Like, I like these teams, and then when they start doing good, all of a sudden, and when all these years I've watched them when they've been bad, and then all of a sudden people's like jumps on the bandwagon. They're like, oh yeah, I've been since such and such, and you know, just they recently bought a new jersey, and you could tell tags are still on it, and they just bandwagoned. And it's cool to, you know, start liking new stuff. And I think trying to be a gatekeeper, you know, the Eagles or Panthers or Hurricanes or any of my sports teams or anything, but it is a little different, you know, when, you know, people jumping in on the hype of things. The whole Starbucks Bear Cup is a hype. Everybody jumping on wanting it over a plastic cup. I got a little bear keychain from Starbucks. I have to show it on one video, speaking of the coffee places. I will show it on video one day, along maybe with some of these other drinks. They release so many different drinks, it's hard to keep up. And yeah, so but I like the, you know, regular hot coffee, but I also, you know, I'll try some of these other Dunkin drinks and stuff like that, because they got the new holiday season stuff out, which is cool. But yeah, people jumping on the hype. Same thing with one of the rappers I listen to, NF. He started out, he's like Christian kind of hip hop, and then branched out, like he's into secular hip hop. He's not secular music, but he still don't, you know, cuss in the song, stuff like that. But he's branched out in a broader sense. And so when I knew him, like, it was just a random CD at Lifeway, not many like, who are you talking about? NF, you know, Nate. And now all of a sudden he's known by a lot of people and they like him. And when I went to his concert, it was almost like I was in a different world. It was like, oh, these are different fans, like, you know, newer ones that, you know, younger than me, like never. And I'm like, dang, this is a lot different than when I started watching, you know, or listening to him. So you're not trying to gatekeep. You want him to branch out and do great. And but it's just weird when the hype, you know, when somebody's in the spotlight and then everybody jumps on the train, you know, and they start liking it. So, but yeah, I'm just weird in that way. I guess, you know, you like to have that niche artist, but you also want them to expand and grow. Just like your favorite movies, you like to have that special movie. That's why there's certain things I like that, you know, there's other people that do like them and they're popular, but like Phil Collins, I like him, his music, he's like my favorite artist. But you know, older people in the 80s growing up, you know, he was really popular, so they're like, oh, he was the hype, you know. But nowadays, you know, a lot of people, they're into the newer artists, and I don't listen to too much. I listen to some new, but not all. But you know, not a lot of people younger, or they're like Phil Collins, or they'll, if they know him, they know In the Air Tonight or the Tarzan soundtrack. So they're kind of basic, you know, the ones that a lot of people know, the drum, you know. But anyways, so it's cool to have that where you know it and that's your thing. But anyways, I'll stop rambling about the Munchkins, guys. Oh my goodness, Munchkins, Wizard of Oz Munchkins, and then it says Munchkins. That's so funny. I understood that reference before, but I just think it's funny to point out. Munchkins, get it? Because the Oz and the Munchkins, and then it's the Dunkin is called Munchkins. Yeah. All right, we're out of material. All right, guys, as always, the road may get bumpy, especially if it's the yellow brick road, and that's why you got to keep skipping, hopping along. And I don't know how many. Okay, we're done with the references. But yeah, keep skipping along, eating those Munchkins with the Munchkins in the land of Oz. I'm gonna maybe go watch Wicked. And maybe it's wicked sick. Maybe it's wicked cool. Maybe I'll watch it 3 years later. Who knows? Maybe I'll wait till the second one comes out and I can just boom, boom, hit them both. Watch them both. Who knows? As always, guys, that road may get bumpy. It may get yellow. It may get Yeah, that's why you always got to keep that bell tone and yeah, that broomstick up like the Wicked Witch, because she rode around. Yeah, that's. I told you I've watched the Wizard of Oz, but I gotta watch these. Cool tin can. Seriously, if you're a fan of Dunkin Munchkins, or if you're a fan of cool collectibles, or a fan of especially the Wicked movie, check it out. Get it before, because I'm sure they'll run out. Just like every other craze, like the Bear Cup Starbucks. Check it out and get it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see y'all later.